What if I told you that almost everything you've been told about meditation is wrong? That you don't need to empty your mind, that you can fail at it, that every single section, even the ones where your thoughts are running wild, is still working for you. I used to think that meditation was this distant, mystical thing only for monks and people who have it all figured out. It took me years to really make it into a habit, because I thought I was so bad at the beginning and I didn't enjoy it. It was such a long journey and I have been through so many obstacles. But as I progressed, it transformed my life. Not in a dramatic way, but slowly, deeply, in ways I'm still discovering. It rewired how I think, how I feel, how I see myself and the world around me. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how it can do the same for you. I will be debunking some myths that are keeping you from meditating, explain what it really is, how it actually rewires your brain and your life, and stay to the end of this video because we will have a little practice session together. Hi everyone, I'm Yang. I help you quiet your overthinking, find your inner peace, trust your intuition to align within so you can expand beyond what you thought possible. When I first tried to meditate, I failed at it so bad. I sat down, I closed my eyes, and within about 10 seconds, my brain was going wild. Work, dinner, embarrassing things I've said 2 years ago. Sound familiar? I thought I was doing it wrong. I thought meditation was this thing that only people who were naturally calm, naturally spiritual can do. But it was so far away from the truth. And everyone, no matter what your experience is, what you believe in, as little as 5 minutes a day can change your life. Let's start with the biggest myth at all. Meditation doesn't mean thinking about nothing. That idea, clear your mind, is actually what trips up almost every beginner, including me. You sit down, you try to go blank, and your mind immediately starts screaming. And you think, I'm failing. But here's the thing, that wandering mind is not a sign you're doing it wrong. It's literally the practice. Think about it this way. Research shows that our minds wander almost half the time. That's nearly half of our life spent somewhere else. Meditation isn't about stopping that. It's about learning to notice it. Notice your thoughts at the moment, and then gently, without judgment, coming back to yourself. Every time your mind wanders, you're not failing. You're just practicing to bring it back. I love this metaphor. Meditation is like going to the gym. The thoughts are the weights. You don't go to the gym hoping to lift nothing. You lift the weight, you put it down, you lift it again. That's the training. A wandering mind isn't the enemy, it's literally what builds the muscle. And the most important practice is how you treat yourself in that moment of noticing. If you catch yourself lost in thoughts and you say, ugh, I'm so bad at this, guess what you're actually training? Judgment, frustration, self-criticism. But if you catch yourself and say, oh, there I go, let me come back again, with kindness, with curiosity, you're training something completely different. You are training self-awareness, compassion, presence, kindness. Because what you practice grows stronger. And myth 2, that you need to meditate for a long time for it to actually work. I hear this one all the time. I'd love to meditate, but I just don't have the time. And I get it, we're so busy in the modern days. But studies have found that even just meditating for a short period of time can improve your mood, better sleep, sharper focus, and memory. Just 13 minutes a day. Not monks, not experienced meditators, just average, regular people experience this change after 8 weeks in a study from New York University. Some studies even have found that meaningful shifts starting at just 3 minutes. That's less time than it takes to scroll through your phone in the morning. The real key isn't duration, it's consistency. A 3-minute practice you do every day is worth more than 30 minutes practice you do once a month when you finally feel ready. Because you will never feel ready. You just need to show up for yourself. And you can try to do it when you're on your commute. So instead of using your phone, give yourself 5 minutes to meditate. I started to do this a few years back, and it was not easy. And I always thought I was failing when my mind wandered. But looking back, it was a perfect practice even though it didn't feel anything like that at all. Because I practiced in a hard environment, and it helped me train my mind to notice my thoughts in those environments. And with 3, if it doesn't feel peaceful, you are doing it wrong. I remember sitting down to meditate and expecting to feel serene and peaceful instantly, like the people in the wellness ads, sitting by the windows with their eyes closed, looking extremely at peace. What I actually felt was restless, anxious, more aware of my thoughts than ever, and I thought, this isn't working. But I've come to understand that I was chasing the wrong thing in meditation. Here's the story that illustrates this perfectly. There was a monk desperate to escape pain and find bliss through meditation. And the more he chased the feeling, the more depressed he became. He went to his teacher and said, "This meditation is making me miserable." And his teacher told him, "You're meditating like someone taking drugs. You're looking for a high. You're searching, pushing, striving for a feeling. And in doing so, you are telling yourself you don't already have it." When you sit down to meditate and it feels uncomfortable, when the thoughts are loud and the feelings are vague, and you are anything but serene, that is not failure. That's actually the practice working. You are becoming more aware, not less. You are meeting yourself more honestly, maybe for the first time. Chasing bliss in meditation is the same trap we fall into everywhere else in life. Happiness is over there when I'm thinner, richer, calmer, prettier. Meditation is about becoming present with the one you already have. And paradoxically, when you're not chasing, you will feel where the real peace lives. Studies have found that meditation rewires your brain in so many ways. For example, your brain has an area called the amygdala. It's your emotional alarm system. It's what makes you react, overreact, feel hijacked by stress. Regular meditation physically changes the amygdala. You become less reactive. And at the same time, the prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain, the part responsible for clear thinking, emotional regulation, decision making, actually grows. It thickens. Long-term meditators have more gray matters in the areas tied to attention, learning, and compassion. But what's more fascinating, this isn't limited to your brain. Studies have shown that meditation reduces inflammation, improves immune function, lowers cortisol, which is your stress hormone. You're literally building a more resilient version of yourself at the cellular level every single time you sit down and practice. Think of it like exercise. Nobody questioned the lifting weights change your body. Meditation changes your brain and your nervous system in a measurable, documented, scientifically verified ways. The only difference is that you cannot see the gains in a mirror. But even though the science is so amazing, it isn't why I think you should meditate. Everyone should meditate because of what it connects you to. The first thing it connects you to is yourself. Your actual self, not the version of you that's reacting to doubts, stress, anxiety, and everyone else's opinions. The version of you that has an inner voice, intuition, clarity. The real you, the best version of yourself who is not doubting, worrying, and depressing. Before I had a consistent practice, I was always looking outside myself for answers. What should I do? Who should I be? What do people think of me? I think everything I'm looking for in life is out there. When I get the things I want, I would finally be peaceful and happy. But meditation slowly, gently turned the dial inward. I realized everything you want is never outside of you. It has always been within you. You just have to quiet the outside noise and connect with yourself. First, I was more aware of my thoughts. Know the thoughts come and go, and my thoughts are not me. Doubts and anxiety will always be here, but I don't have to identify with it and engage with it. I learned to listen to the voice that has always been inside me, and I started hearing things I've been drowning out for years. I connected with my true self and the highest version of myself, so I can finally ignore everyone else's opinion and just be the most authentic self. And the second thing it connects you to is other people. I expected meditation to be a solo inward journey, but as you build more awareness of your own inner world, your emotion, your reactions, your patterns, your thoughts, you become more present with others, more empathetic, more patient. When you learn to listen to yourself, you learn to be present with yourself. You will learn how it applies to other people as well, so you can be more present with them. When you interact with other people, you will stop reacting with your emotions and start responding from your true self. And the third connection is the one that's hardest to put into words. It's a connection to something larger than yourself. The nature, the world, the universe, whatever language feels right to you. When you sit in stillness long enough, something shifts. When you realize you're not your thoughts, you're not the emotions, you're a soul, you are awareness. You stop feeling like a separate, isolated thing. And you start feeling like a small but real part of something vast and alive. Everything in this world is connected, and you have the power to influence other things in this world. One teacher I came across describes it beautifully. It's not about flying up there into some mystical outer space. It's about flying in here, inward, toward the parts of yourself you've never fully met. When you can sit with yourself fully, with all your thoughts, your contradictions, your fears, you stop being defined by them. You stop being your past. You stop being your anxiety or your self-doubt. You become the awareness that observes all of it. And from that place, that grounded, clear, open space, you can become anyone. You can build anything. You can manifest the life you actually want because you are one with the universe. You are never separate from it. The power has always been inside you. That's how you can shift your identity and transform your life. So let's do it for yourself. Show up for yourself in the next 3 minutes and start your practice together. All you need to be is somewhere you will not be disturbed for just a moment. Sit up nice and straight. You can close your eyes when you feel ready. Start by taking 3 deep breaths. In through your nose and out through your mouth. One more breath. In through your nose and out through the mouth. Let's do one more. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Now, place your attention on your breath. You are not trying to control it, just notice it. Feel the air coming in. Feel the slight pause at the top. Feel the exhale. Your mind is going to wander. That is okay. You are going to think about something. That's completely fine. Because that's what the mind does. When you notice you've drifted, and you will notice it. Just gently bring your attention back to your breathing. No judgment on yourself. Just tell yourself, oh, there I went. And I'm coming back to my breath now. Every time you return, that's the practice. You are building a new neural pathways right now. Now, let's imagine looking out at the wide horizon. Maybe by the sea, maybe from the mountaintop. Let your mind expand into the space. Don't grasp at any thought. Don't push it away. Just notice your thoughts like clouds moving in the sky. You are the sky. You are vast, spacious, and you are separate from your thoughts. Take one more deep breath in and out. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. How did it go? How did it feel? It can be that easy. You will never fail at it. Every time you notice your thought, Even just for 2 minutes, it counts. It builds the muscles and it compounds over time. What you practice grows stronger. If there is only one thing I want you to remember from this video, is that meditation is about becoming better at living, becoming more fully you, minus the noise, minus the doubts, minus the stories you've been telling yourself about who you are and what you're capable of. It doesn't require an hour a day. It just requires showing up consistently, imperfectly, without judgment for yourself. Think of it as building a friendship with yourself, one where you stop running from the difficult parts and start getting curious about them. Your relationships get richer, your decisions get clear, your life starts to feel less like something happening to you and more like something you are consciously creating. That's the transformative power of meditation. And you just started with the 3 minutes we just did together. Don't put pressure on yourself. Start small, start imperfect. If 3 minutes is all you want to do now, just start with that. 3 minutes a day, and slowly you will notice the shift and will want to explore more as you progress. If you're ready, I've recorded a meditation for beginners like you to start. And I also have other meditations for different purposes. You can check them out in my channel. If this resonated with you, hit the subscribe button and leave the comment to tell me how did you feel in those 3 minutes. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!